Good day, this is Ray. Today is Saturday, March 30th, 2024 from me. Another day of learning and growing. Hope that you, your family, friends, and loved ones are doing well and staying safe. So, if you hadn't been watching my videos, every month, at the end of the month, I give an update of where I am with paying off my consumer debt. And this month was better than most that I've had since becoming a homeowner. Definitely happy with the progress this month. Still have a long way to go, but in much better shape than when I started the journey, of course. My debt is going down. Before I get into that, though, wanted to kind of talk about this past month. This past month has been a little bit difficult health-wise. I've been dealing with this lupus flare basically since the second week of this month. I haven't been feeling good at all. As a matter of fact, I had to take a higher dose of steroids for a little while, and hopefully I'm starting to get better. Thursday was extremely difficult. Leading into Friday, Friday was a little bit better. Ended up taking a sleeping pill last night to sleep through the night, and I can't say that is all that helpful, except I was able to sleep through the night. But when I get up, I'm extremely groggy. As a matter of fact, it's only 6:20 a.m. right now. I had my breakfast and my 2 sets of medications. Hopefully I'm good enough to be able to just record this vlog and share with you my progress for this month. Okay, so let me talk about some of the good things that happened this month. So at the beginning of the month, I got both my federal and state tax refund. And with that, I was able to pay off my home security system. So that's one less debt. And I started off this year with a balance of $57,531.97. In January, I paid off $906.97. February, paid off $935.36, and this month I paid off $1,512.66. Also, what I forgot to mention is this month I received a bonus from work, and because of that, I was able to make some big progress. Not only did I pay off of that home security system, but I was able to put a little bit more towards my personal loan, and I was able to do something else, which I'll talk about a little bit later. But not only that, and I'm kind of bearing the lead here, but that leads into my emergency fund. So my baby emergency fund last month was at 81% funded. It is now fully funded, so an increase of 19%. The bonus, the federal and state tax refund, all of that was able to help me propel that and to get it fully replenished. Now, it took me basically 2 years to get that fully replenished after it basically was wiped out when I got hit by federal and state taxes by taking out a withdrawal from my 401k. But that's great that I'm able to get it fully replenished. That gives me a little bit more security. Now, I've talked about the importance of having an emergency fund. The biggest thing is that it helps keep you from going backwards into debt. So let's say my refrigerator went out and I needed to either get repaired or get replaced. I have the money to do that. If I had a major car issue that I needed to get fixed, and instead of taking out using my credit card to pay for it, I can dip it to my emergency fund to be able to get that fixed. Or let's say my washer and dryer went out, I'll be able to get it repaired or get it replaced. Just things like that. That's what the emergency fund is for. So I don't have to borrow more to be able to take care of that. So anyway, that's fully replenished. I'm happy to say that's done. And because I have my baby emergency fund fully replenished going forward, hopefully I don't have any more emergencies. I'll be able to keep a higher pace of paying off my debt. The one other good thing that I did this month, and this was recent, this is past week actually, is that I had 2 personal loans. A lot of that was consolidated credit card debt, medical debt. And part of that also was to cover, I had previously 401k loans that covered a move that I made at last minute cross country and storage fees and stuff like that. So I had 2 loans and I was paying a little bit over $800 a month just towards servicing those 2 personal loans. So I said, okay, let me see if my credit's good enough. I want to be able to not necessarily make a lower payment, but to be able to pay off these debts faster. So I decided to take out a consolidated loan with my credit union, and went ahead and applied for it and got it. And the funding of it happened like in a day. It didn't take too long. So I was able to pay off one of the loans, and now I just have 1 personal loan, and it cut that payment in half. What does that mean? That means that I'll be able to accelerate my debt pay down a little bit even more, because I'm basically just going to throw as much money as I can towards that 1 loan, keeping the minimum payments with my student loans. I do have 1 extra payment I make towards my student loan, which is equivalent to my interest accrual for each month. So let's say interest accrues about $100 something a month. I make an equally equivalent payment towards the end of the month towards the student loan payment, so that I'm just kind of staying on top of the interest. And I feel a lot better that I have some flexibility now. The other thing that is a benefit for me doing that is that because I have that $400 less payment, that if I have unexpected medications or a doctor's visit that I have to go to, that I'll be able to cover that. And where I am cheap when it comes to using my heat and my AC. If I need to use my AC this summer, if it gets a little bit too hot where I say I need to use it a little bit more, then I could do that. But generally, in the summertime, I wear less clothes. I eat more ice cream, which probably isn't good. So I probably stick to my same ways. I'm not going to, just get up and say, I'm going on vacation and, just spend more money, because I have a little bit more flexibility. I may be able to increase my food budget just a little bit, to eat a little bit more healthier. I don't eat out, so that's not the problem, but I do want to become better at cooking. So, getting better ingredients and things like that, spend a little bit more there. It gives me that flexibility, but my ultimate goal is to get out of the debt. So let's take a look at the bigger picture. In June of 2020, I identified my consumer debt as $115,041.89. I paid off a total of $60,864.91. My consumer debt as of today is $54,176.98, a decrease of 53%. So I've been paying off debt for 3 years and 9 months. I've been budgeting for 2 years and 10 months, coming up on 3 years. It took me 3 years and 7 months to pay off half of that original debt. When I had the challenge of my consumer of only having 20% of my income each month to cover other expenses such as food, medications, and fuel, and other expenses, doctor's appointments. But now, because I was able to consolidate those last two loans, I have about 40% now of my income left over, less than 40%, maybe 38% of my income each month to be able to devote to paying other expenses. Now, I'm just going to basically stick with paying. I'm going to try to at least pay at least $800 a month towards that personal loan to be able to knock that out a lot quicker. So there won't be a lot of change as that goes on because I have that extra. I have the income freed up to be able to focus towards paying off debt faster. So there it is. And also, I did get an increase in pay for that to be reflected in my next paycheck. Yeah, so this was a lot. And I believe I made it through the video okay. There's one thing I forgot to mention, and yeah, just because I'm tired. So far this year, I've paid off $3,354.99. Now, how does that compare to last year? I can tell you. So, this time in March, did I go back that far? Yeah, I can do this. Give me 1 second. So this time last year in March, I had paid off $2,590.47. So I'm at a better clip than I was, considering that I paid off $3,354.99 more. Now, I had a great month. Yeah, that's fine. I can't say that each month is going to be the same because, there was a lot of factors that came into play, that I did have the extra money, the refunds for my taxes, as well as the bonus. There might be a little bump in June because I believe I'm going to have an escrow analysis in June, and I'm expecting some money back from that. And I'm just going to keep on dumping as much money as I can towards paying off this consumer debt. And that's the goal, is to get out of consumer debt at least. I have my mortgage, of course, that I'm paying on. And, as soon as I'm finished paying off my consumer debt, I'm going to dump as much money as I can towards my emergency fund to get a full emergency fund to cover at least 6 months worth of expenses. And, better late than never. I wish I would have done this a lot sooner. I'm in my 40s. If I had done this in my 20s and my 30s, then, that would have been that. But hindsight 2020, I'm here. Decided to share this journey with everybody. And, I'm happy with the progress that's being made. I definitely am looking forward to having the rest of this debt paid off. But anyway, if you made it this far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. When I post my videos, you can find me at youtube.com/@lupuslifestyle. For now, thank you, and I will see you in April. Take care.